House Bill 3153. Imagine this. A small city shelter takes in a teenager who has nowhere else to go. The staff means well, but they are stretched thin. They rely on volunteers, part-timers, and people working second jobs. Under House Bill 3153, every one of those adults now has to pass detailed background checks, verification calls, and abuse prevention training before they can even help that teen find a safe place to sleep. What the bill says it does. It says it will protect children by making sure anyone who works or volunteers in treatment centers, group homes, juvenile facilities, or city and county homeless shelters has been screened, verified, and trained. It also bans agreements that hide past abuse. What it actually does. It gives the state's health agency full control over how these checks work and what counts as compliance. Bigger facilities with HR teams can absorb the work, while smaller shelters must take on the same obligations with no new support. This means the state can decide the rules while local providers lose flexibility and may struggle to keep their doors open. Now, who benefits? Larger facilities with dedicated compliance staff, HHSC leadership who gain more authority, and child advocacy groups that offer training or guidance. Now, who pays the price? Small shelters, group homes, and city programs do not have the budgets or staff to meet the new standards without help. Kids in those communities may face fewer local options because providers cannot afford the workload. Why this matters. When a rule is created without funding or clear oversight, the safest facilities are the only ones that survive. That sounds good until you realize that in many towns, the only shelter or group home is the small one. If that program closes or cuts services because it cannot keep up, children lose the one place that was there for them. Questions you can ask your lawmakers. How will small providers stay open when the bill adds permanent workload but no permanent funding? And what steps will HHSC take to ensure training and background checks are consistent across the state? And would you support adding public reporting or audits so Texans can see whether the rules are being followed? Bottom line, House Bill 3153 aims to protect kids, but without transparency or support, it risks shutting out the very shelters they depend on.